Okay, here I'm using the F5 at the beach just south of Pattaya. Have used an F5 before at the beach, but one improvement they've made with the newer models is that it will phase lock. So when you go to ground balance, you can't get a ground balance even if there's no mineralization. So here it was 0. And even at 0 in discriminate mode, there's still a bit of chatter, occasional chatter, but you could hear a signal through it anyway. So may not be 100% the best beach machine. The other thing is they're not real durable if obviously you can't drop them in the water or anything, and the coil can be sensitive. But you do get a nice VDI readout. Here it's 85, which is almost always going to be, or no, it's 88, high confidence. And then I pinpoint, and it's not very deep. Almost always a 5-baht coin. This is at low tide, by the way. The sand at this beach is real weird. It's like a heavy, kind of dirty sand. It's not out yet. Pinpoint. Okay, out of the hole. Not too much at these beaches around here, mostly junk or coinage. Pretty good ratio of digging something reasonable versus junk, maybe like 80-20. There's some junk that falls in around the 55 on the dial that can also be a gold coin. Normally, if you get a high confidence reading, it's worth digging, and it could be like the top of a Emloy Hasip. This is a 46, so this is going to be a 10-baht coin. Or it could be aluminum cans are tough also, but those you could kind of tell because they're deeper, bigger targets. There, it just split right at the 10-baht coin. You want to try to protect the coil so not really hitting the ground. I'm getting a junk signal. It's only giving me a signal one way, and the VDI on it is jumping around okay. Continue on a bit. This is a 46 or 47. I'm saying it's a 10-baht coin. Pinpoint. Sometimes if you get a signal and you can't pinpoint it, it means it's deep. And in this case, it pinpoints and it gives me a shallow reading. Okay, still in there. It's just at the edge there. Another thing today, I'm trying out these scoops. We got a few of these scoops made, and it's been an iterative process. But these things they're light and they're not too big. There's one like this, and there's also another one with a 3-piece handle. Okay. So the camera woman is helping me a bit there. It's hard to see it in there. Ideally, it's good not to have to use your hands. You can just scoop it up because your hands then get sandy. But this isn't. Everything is not always ideal, so I was just using my fingers to pick it up. There's another 10 baht coin. I declare, and it's gave me a depth reading of 3, which is pretty easy to get out in the first scoop. Notice the sand is like a black sand. Some detectors really have a hard time. So this detector is maybe fair plus. Plus it's really nice to get the reading when you're at the beach, so you avoid a lot of garbage. Out for about an hour and a little bit. The small ring was the best target because it gave the exact same signal as gold, even though it wasn't. And some other stuff that had been out there for a while. Well, thanks for taking a look. And there's the F5 from Fisher.